Well, Chris Stafford is in the parking lot. But this is the thing. I just see these predators every fucking day. They all know I can't go to the cops. So they do whatever the fuck they want over and over and over again. And that's everywhere. I have to record 24/7. Well, these people are telling me, oh, we're going to wait on this person to call and that person to call. How about we listen to the victim and turn in? Oh, I don't give a shit. Huh. 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 Getting someone to listen to understand is impossible. I don't need people to make decisions for me. That's the problem. I didn't need people to make decisions for me. I needed them to listen to what's going on so they don't make mistakes. So they don't just absent-mindedly end up getting me harmed over and over and over again by making decisions for me that take days to get anything done. Meanwhile, you need to hear what's going on before making appointments like that because something needs to be done fucking immediately. I cannot function because of abuse. As long as I'm stuck out here, I'm taking abuse. I knew exactly how the cops were going to act when Natalie disappeared. And I knew exactly why. I'd been speaking out about their brutality for years. They knew I wasn't fucking guilty. But none of you gave a shit. You just wanted someone you could fucking hurt. And that's what everybody else wants. And you gave it to them for free. It doesn't matter how nice I am to people. None of these fucking nice people give a shit who hurts me. See, none of them are taking that part seriously. Everybody's got nice ideas in their head. Why don't you just move? Well, because I'm a disabled homeless man who can't take care of himself, and I am targeted everywhere I go. All police are evil people. There is not a single good-natured police officer in the country. Uh, uh. All cops are fucking bullies. All of them. Every single one of them. Especially if you're a male. Cops go specifically for victims of crimes. And that's not okay. It needs to be illegal for police to obstruct justice. Oh, uh, 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 uh. There's a lot of people who decided to make decisions for me that were fucking felonies. So, I mean, that really goes to show the incompetence of the people that I'm supposed to be going to for help. Over and over and over again, the people who are supposed to be there for me, for my safety, still don't give a shit about my safety. Uh, huh. Uh, huh. You know, Facebook made the same observations I did. Although, according to the numbers they came out with, the problem is a lot bigger than I thought it was. Facebook and I think it was Twitter looked at the number of allegations online versus the number of women who either bragged about it or were encouraged to do so over another legal issue. Well, you know, if you say he hit you, a lot of women type into each other, well, just pretend he forced you to have sex without consent. Uh, 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 uh. Uh, 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 I literally don't have any friends. Ha, 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 ah, ha, 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 Ah, 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 Ha! 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 It's called stimming. It's the only way I have to self-regulate without a friend or family member who gives a shit. I have no friends to talk to. I have no family to go to when I'm harmed. I am afraid every fucking moment of every day. Because I literally have to record online, hoping one of you dipshits gives a fuck to help stop this shit. But most of you just get on here and fucking bully me. It's bad enough that I am fucking harmed over and over in real life for being fucking victimized. Seriously. I'm different. That doesn't make me a bad person. I am fucking scared all the goddamn time. That's why I have this fucking channel. To show the fucking truth. I have to beg people to listen before they make bad decisions. And they don't. NNOTNA swing set typed what's with the sounds, bro. I searched up that girl you were talking about. How do I even help though? Here's the thing, okay? I don't have the ability to keep on sending stuff over the internet. It takes forever to be able to do that. I'm not able to set up my own GoFundMe. I have to wait on somebody who gives a shit enough to help me to do that and to allow me an address that I can use. I'm forced to move before I'm ever able to do that. And I still have no one to help me to do that. And I ask people to help me to do that. Speak up about how I'm treated. I'm treated like a child molester and a murderer everywhere I fucking go. I'm stuck in abusive environments everywhere that I go. speak out about how horrible it is, that I literally have to break the law for someone to take it seriously. Otherwise, people just start setting up appointments without me. That just makes more shit that I gotta do, and they're not gonna do anything, especially not listen between now and then. They're just gonna keep on trying to sell it to me. What a good idea they had based on not even fucking listening. We're just gonna wait on this random person. Apparently. But it's like that with everyone. I try to tell them important details, and it ends up becoming discussion time instead of listening to Sean. So I get part of the way through explaining the crimes that have been committed against me. And I got to try to explain to them, hey, this is what happened. And this is how it still affects me today. There is no looking away or forgetting about the past or moving on from this. It's not possible. There is no way to start from fucking scratch. It's not okay. If every fucking time a crime is committed against me, people say, let it fucking go, it runs into exactly what has happened. Thousands of crimes against me, over and over and over. Oh. Fucking speak up. By the way, thank you for looking up Natalie's name. You understand why I'm harmed to this day? Oh. 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 Think how wrong it is to deny a person their rights as a human being. About how wrong it is to assault a disabled person for trying to be honest and come forward about crimes committed against them. It's not okay to harm somebody just because they're trying to turn in crimes. And no, assault is not a fucking civil crime. But as far as finding a place where I can sit down with my computer, I need help to do all of this. Oh, 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 oh. I literally don't have anyone that I can call that like who? Nobody. That's who. Oh, oh,
Messengers. There will always be one to finish my work. They're designed for a single purpose: to kill with maximum efficiency. From flying shrapnel to rapid-fire flying bullets.
I don't want to fucking watch this shit. God damn it! I want a fucking human being to talk to in real fucking life. God damn it! Somebody who's actually gonna fucking take the time to listen. Oh, 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 oh. When a dude drives 1,700 miles to get the fuck away from you, leave him the fuck alone! God damn it! Ah! 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 Ha. 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 Ah, 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 oh, ah, 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 Uh, ah, 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 oh, ah, 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 Ah. 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 It doesn't matter what the fuck you think. What matters is that I'm being abused still over crimes I did not commit. And crimes I did not commit before Natalie was killed too. There's zero evidence that I was stalking her, you fucking retard. That's the point. Nobody fucking looks. Nobody fucking listens. The evidence shows that I am the one who is fucking stalked. And that because I didn't have a fucking friend or family member who cared to do anything except fucking rip me off, that all I can fucking do is take the goddamn abuse. Natalie and I were friends. That was it. She thought she was in love with me. That's not my fault. Natalie slandered the living fuck out of me because I told on her for being a heroin addict. She was mad at me for telling on her for being a heroin addict. And I wouldn't have had to told on her for being a heroin addict if her and her goddamn friends would have just left me the fuck alone. By the way, I posted up the link description multiple times here to Natalie's final public post. Nobody gives a fuck if it's true or not. That's the fucking problem. There's all the evidence that shows that it's all goddamn bullshit. But you don't fucking care. It can absolutely be refuted because there's fucking evidence, dummy. Oh, you're gonna be a fucking retard. See, this is a problem, is the assumption of guilt. There is evidence that shows that I am the one who has been stalked this entire time. Me. Yes, there's all the messages between me and Natalie that show that everything that she fucking claimed is bullshit. There's also the fact the police literally would not do their fucking jobs. They kept fucking bullying me both before and after Natalie's death. They just fucking ignored me. People fucking assaulted me and threatened my fucking life. And the fact is, there is zero goddamn evidence. Zero showing me threatening her fucking family or her in Virginia. Not one. Here's the thing, dude. I've already answered all of these fucking questions. I've already showed the evidence on this fucking channel. No, I didn't sleep outside of her fucking work or in an RV. I guess I read that wrong. No, I stayed in my car outside of the Cricket store where her sister worked at her sister's fucking request. I went to Virginia because Natalie was threatening to fucking kill herself if I didn't. And then she fucking tried by wrapping her car around a fucking tree. She thought she was in love with me, and there's lots of fucking evidence of it. The problem is that these Natalie goddamn Bollinger sites and her fucking bullshit family and all of their fucking harassment both before and after Natalie's death results in people not giving a shit what the truth is. They just fucking hurt me. That's it. And no, it's not fucking cut and dry. When druggies fucking slander a man's name because they didn't get what they wanted right when they fucking wanted it, is not a valid reason to harm a man. How the fuck are you gonna research it? They only post up one fucking side. Obviously shit doesn't add up. That's the fucking problem. None of you that I have sent the fucking evidence to have helped to fucking share it. Like every time somebody says I'm gonna, none of you fucking do. Dude, typing the same thing over and over and over again. I know! That's what I'm saying! I have nobody helping me to show the fucking truth! I have a bunch of goddamn web sleuths that want me to spend my time to show just them. Instead of typing over and over that you're not seeing evidence of it, why don't you ask me? That's what my goddamn channel is. Me showing fucking evidence right from the fucking start. Dude, I don't expect anybody to believe what I'm saying. That's the thing. I don't expect anyone to believe what I'm saying. I'm expecting them to believe that I should have the right to show evidence in fucking court. That I should have the right to face my accusers. Did you know I wasn't allowed in my court dates? Did you fucking know that? Huh? How about stop asking questions and let me fucking answer one of them? Fuck it, I'm just gonna block you. I'm not streaming the top of my lungs at yes, I'm streaming specifically at you, asshole. That's the thing. If you'll let me answer the question instead of grilling me like a fuckhead, fuck it, I'm just gonna block you. My disabilities, That includes financial disabilities, physical disabilities. Prevent me from being able to do any of the things that I need to do to protect myself. I cannot take care of myself. I have gone to the police repeatedly to try to turn this in and been bullied repeatedly. I can send you evidence of the bullying that I take to this day. It is inhumane. Now, as far as the stuff all the way back at the beginning, the problem is by keeping me in a state of fucking crisis, forcing me into homelessness, making me a target for the American public, and for a bunch of fucking predators. I can't take care of myself. I'm an autistic adult who is in a state of fucking crisis. I need an environment where I am safe from my fucking predators before I can function to do a goddamn thing. If you're trying to understand, then listen, ask a question, but don't rapid fire them. Ask one and let me fucking answer it. No, you didn't want to help. Well, I'm trying to explain to you what's happening here. I'm also dealing with you not stopping. Fuck it, I'm just gonna hide user on this channel. Hide user on this channel. Hide user on this channel. I am easily overwhelmed. What that means is you cannot start slamming me with a bunch of fucking shit on my channel. One question at a time and let me speak. Let me answer it. Don't overwhelm me or I will yell. Hide user on this channel. I'm overwhelmed because I'm stuck in public, being abused in public. If I go back through and I gather all of the evidence and start sending it to you, are you going to look at it? See, that's the problem here, is that when a male victim is trying to get help, you want to fucking grill him. I asked you to look that up with Natalie Bollinger. And then you get on here and you go, oh, as far as I see it, you're fucking guilty. Like, fuck it, dude. That's fucking hurtful. That's the problem. That makes it so I can't trust you. Instead of assuming that something is true just because they said it, actually listen. I don't have the ability to sit down and send it all because I don't have a safe place. I don't have a safe place because of that slander. Nobody wants to listen to you when you are accused of shit like that. The majority of that shit in there, I was asked to do, or it was only a near close to semblance of what happened. But nobody allowed me to tell my side or show my side. And everybody did everything they could to cost me money. I'm a disabled person. There's supposed to be a case manager to help me with it. But there never was. They just used the term mentally ill to make sure nobody listened to me. And then the police just beat the fuck out of me. Over and over and over again. I did everything that I could to try to get the body camera evidence, but I literally couldn't get anyone to help me. Everybody was too busy doing drugs or chasing pussy. Because I'm easy to take advantage of, the only people that I had to go to as friends were people with a history of taking advantage of me. Now, as far as the evidence with Natalie Bollinger, if you type your email address, I will write it down And I will send you a message from Natalie Bollinger from 2016. Actually, from her, forwarded from her address, from her email address, about her family. I've been posting up evidence for 7 years. So when you say, oh, well, I'm just going to assume that it's true, I've got plenty of evidence I've posted up already. And I had to go through hell to be able to do that. Because I'm stuck fucking homeless. Not able to function because of non-stop fucking abuse. And that includes neglect. Why don't I play for you something? I'll play for you just one of my predators here. Now I'm constantly going back through my Facebook and through my YouTube to try to appease somebody who's got a bunch of questions. And I send them the evidence that I'm telling the truth, and they go, wow, man, that's fucked up. That's kind of shit that people get shot over. Yeah, fucking duh. Swing set typed, never said I assumed it was true. I said I'm not accusing you of anything. I just searched it and told you what I've seen. I'm sorry. Well, I already know what you've seen. I already know how it's painted. And that's the thing, is that it's painted. I was made out to be a bad guy. Natalie Bollinger was fucking fucked up on fucking drugs. And she thought she was in love with me. The problem is that I'm abused over Natalie Bollinger everywhere I go. I'm also abused because of the lack of resources. And abused because people get to use a reputation. And that forces me to do desperate things. Just like today, when I go to people for help, what do? Well, they want to grill me like assholes. Like, hey, I'm trying to tell you what's going on. And yes, I'm going to have emotion to it. You cannot expect somebody who has been physically and sexually assaulted, financially abused, taken advantage of by their own friends and family, over and over and over again, people who promised that they would help me. As far as the evidence goes, it's a lot easier to show somebody in person. That's why you're supposed to have a friend or family member go in with you. It's assumed that a friend or family member would actually give a shit to look in person, to not grill you like a fucking crackhead. The problem is that's not reality. Reality is everybody done forgot how to have a real conversation, number one. And number two, forgot how to listen. When your friend or family member is being victimized, you don't fucking grill them. You can ask them questions after they're done telling you what happened. But every time that you grill them, especially if they're autistic, they have to rehearse what they need to say in their head to make sure that you understand in the easiest way possible. But when they're in the middle of saying what they're saying and you're interrupting them and getting them all off on left field, that's hurtful. Homeless men have to be afraid, and I am homeless and a man. I'm also disabled. By law, these people have to do something. If there are accusations of abuse, they have to open up an investigation. I get disability money, and it's not much. It's $800 a month. That's not enough to live on anywhere in the United States, especially when you are forced to record 24/7 and live in a vehicle. Somebody calling themselves Jedi James Baker type, you finally good? No, I'm not. I am not. I'm willing to work with someone and send them the evidence, but they need to understand, they need to speak up about the fact that I can't possibly go through it all. Look at how many videos are on my channel, over 7,500 of them. Police officers take advantage of and violate the human and civil rights of homeless people all the time. Now, as far as friends and family members, I went to my friends and family for help because Natalie and her friends were making my life a living hell. Police wouldn't look at the evidence. My friends wouldn't look at the evidence. They were too busy telling me bullshit, like I needed to love myself. I do love myself. Nobody has done more for those fucking people than I have. I was trying to get a safe place. I was going to use my disability money and my back payments to get a place of my own so that we had a safe house for people who were being victimized. I wanted to get some property in Colorado that was pretty cheap in San Juan County to kind of have a safe place for people in Colorado as well. That was my dream almost my whole life after growing up in the system. Have a safe place for the victims of this kind of abuse. People with PTSD, people with Asperger's, people with special needs. The problem is that you victimize people with Asperger's for being overwhelmed. And instead of trying to understand that they're overwhelmed, you capitalize in it and you overwhelm them further. The problem here isn't me, it's people's assumptions. A lot of my a lot of my evidence is in video after video after video on my channel. And every time I have to stop what I'm doing to go back through and start digging stuff up to show people, they don't do anything with it. They just were curious. Well, I don't need somebody who's just curious. I need somebody who's actually going to care. Oh, dude, yeah, I care. I'll help you. I'll help you. I'll help you. Just send me the evidence. And I send him the evidence. Oh, dude, I don't really give a shit. I just want to make sure you didn't kill her. Like, fuck, dude. And you have no idea how many of those people I waste my time on. This whole everyone loves you, you just don't notice it thing is bullshit. Not everyone loves me. And if you'd have been paying attention, you'd realize that I'm trying to turn in abuse because I'm still being abused. Telling me that people love me doesn't show me that they love me. When I'm being abused and I'm trying to tell people, hey, I'm being abused everywhere I go, I need help stopping it. And I get the, here's a sandwich. I am grateful for the sandwich. It's not that I'm ungrateful for the sandwich. It's that I need help stopping abuse. And that sandwich just makes me feel like shit because it's not going to stop the abuse. That's somebody's way of saying they're not going to listen. They like having you around because you're funny, but they really don't care if you blow your head off in their parking lot or if somebody else blows your head off in their parking lot. I recorded them youngins pelting my vehicle with all sorts of stuff. Chris Stafford throwing an apple through my window. Repeated N-words getting screamed at me over and over again. Hell, I can do that, can't I? I can pull up those videos. There's also a lot of people I went to for help, like Joanna Taylor Smith. Now, when I was in Virginia, I was there to visit Natalie at her request. We'd planned the trip well ahead of time. Me, her, Natalie Bollinger, me, her, Alicia Bollinger, and Maddie Boa. And Maddie Boa was going to make the trip there with me. Unfortunately, she was too strung out on drugs. She got busted selling them, so she was on probation. Here's one with a druggie named Christian typing at me.
What about that one guy? That's why I stay away from people that do drugs for the most part.
This is Christian, a drug user and an alcoholic. He's dead now, by the way.
That's why I stay away from people who do drugs for the most part and people who drink. People who do drugs and people who drink. It's not a matter of judgment, it's a matter of safety. Sorry. I don't really do that ever. And if I do, I'm not fucking around. Well, you do. No, I don't. Like right now, it's not difficult to tell that you're on one. It's either a problem or I'm solving it. Oh, me! A goddamn backup! Stop! Acting like it's a goddamn game! And eventually this will lead to me screaming for help.
And it did lead to me screaming for help.
Your trucks look like children's toys! It's funny because it's mostly children driving them. Thank you. Yeah. Don't let it. Don't let it. I do. I just timing. Christian. I'll fucking kill you. God damn it. I'll fucking kill you. Why are you fucking me?
Now, because of that situation, I got to deal with a bunch of racist little shitheads harassing me over and over and over and over again.
Yes.
See if I can fast forward it to the part where that happened.
Now isn't that cute?
No, that ain't it. It's a few minutes behind.
Probably not gonna give a shit. She'll probably see the front cover of it, flip shit, and block me. Which is better than pretending to be my friend. By a lot. If you're gonna be my friend, be my friend. But if you ain't gonna help me to turn in abuse, you're not a friend. If any of them youngins out here were victimized in a serious way, do you really think I'd just stand here and watch? I'd pull out my camera, I'd start recording, and I'd make some real loud fucking noises. I've done that time and again on my channel. You can see it with your own two eyes and hear it with your own two ears. I get the attention of the predator. I get it focused on me. Oh, looks like there are a bunch of youngins here tonight. They're not yelling. They're not screaming or shouting. Well, there they start with the N-word already. Of course they're not yelling at me. Of course they're... Alfie Templar typed, yeah, stand in line 6 feet apart, stand in doorways, don't breathe. That's right, and no cigarettes unless the lights are off and under the blankets. Them youngins are...
He even got a bullhorn.
Now isn't that cute? First thing they do when I come into view is start yelling racist slurs.
I got hundreds of those. By the way, that's a little mini KKK rally, but it's one of the nicer videos. This is what I have to deal with every day. Stuff like that. Or, of course, there's a predator named Andrew Wolnez. See, that's stage 3. Is that I don't just have to deal with them, I also have to deal with anybody that they want to go crying to that ain't their mama. They just kept this stuff up, throwing stuff at my vehicle, following me around town. 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, you can hear in some of my videos them youngins screaming racial slurs. Let's see. We'll go all the way back to the beginning with Andrew Wolnez. In the very first video, it goes to, well, he wants to call me a bad person for writing online about a bunch of kids. Actually, I videotaped hate crimes by a bunch of youths, most of which are over the age of 18. And their repeated harassment, threats, and intimidation since, as well as the people they've enlisted to harass me, such as Wolnez. Now this guy gets real bad, but I ain't killed him. A lot of people say that's what I should have done. I should go kill him. I should go kill him. I should go kill him. Well, that's fucking crazy. A lot of people said, hey man, you should just go Dexter on a bunch of chimos. You get away with it. You're fucking crazy enough. Like, no, I'm not. I'm really not. Anyway, I've been scrolling for a while through my videos to find one in specific. There's like 8 different assaults by this guy.
Antagonistic and threatening over something to do with some kids. You'll just have to ask him. Poor guy. See, talking trash. All these little druggies out here do this.
Yeah, I'm just talking to your
Ain't no different.
You're fucking lucky, dude. You're fucking lucky.
I am not lucky.
You
I'm
are.
stuck with people like you, junkies.
By the way, one of the local drug addicts, I've got him recorded talking about Wolnez actually being the one dealing him the drugs. In specific, it's fentanyl that they're all addicted on here for the most part. Now that guy, he's just going to keep on pulling that stuff. He's even going to try claiming he's seen me do it. The thing is, what he's trying to do is bully me and try to act like he's a big tough man to somebody who can't defend themselves. And of course, if you try pretending somebody's a pedophile or some creepy shit like that, it magically makes it okay to harm them without a judge, jury, or anything. And that's the problem, is that I can't do these things for myself. I can't protect myself from systemic abuse, And I can't protect myself from predators on the internet either. Now, if you want to say I should just get off the internet then, no, I can't. I have to keep speaking up until I get heard. There are a lot of people that like me, but they don't like me enough to actually listen to the experience that I'm going through. Everybody should be allowed a day in court, right? Well, you don't get one if you don't have the money for a real attorney. So, that wolnez feller, he yells a bunch of stuff in here. I eventually start yelling the same shit back.
Get out of my face. Do not touch me. Do not touch me. Don't ever call me a fucking drug. I don't do drugs. You can talk about me doing blues. I don't touch that shit. Now back off of me. Lying sack shit. Do not. Back off of me. Back off. Fuck you. Back off. Back off. Fucking druggy piece of shit. This is what you do?
And yeah, all we're having there is a shouting match back and forth. In that very same video, he fucking attacks me. Well, where am I at? Just across the street. Going back, at that point right there, I'm at Safeway trying to turn in my cans. I figured I'd let him have his turn, and when I went back, well, he assaulted me. Thought it was okay. And he's done so 8 times since. Now the problem is just scrolling to the very beginning video there is damn near fucking impossible. It takes fucking forever. And that's how I have to do it in my car, on my phone. So in order to answer one of your questions, it's easy to answer it. And yeah, there's lots of fucking evidence of it. The problem is I have to fucking dig for it. Because there's that many crimes. I'm absolutely not okay. Now, if you want to see evidence, you got to give me your email address. That's pretty important. And yeah, I know I yell. There's a reason I yell. It's because I'm not being heard. You typed at me, that person calling themselves Swing Set typed, all I'm saying is that those are the facts as I see them. Well, that right there is the problem that I have with you typing that stuff, is that just because somebody says it doesn't make it a fact. There are lots of people who don't get what they want and go slandering people's names. And, well, I'm fairly certain you're aware that women are the majority of them. If they don't get what they want, they will slander your character. And that's the problem, is that they had to slander my name and slander my character. I was reaching out to my friends and family for help stopping abuse. Over and over and over again. And her friends and family, it's not all the same story about me stalking her. It's all about only one person's side being heard ever. About the assumption of guilt because I'm a male. About using the term mentally ill to try to discredit the victim. Natalie Bollinger was never my victim, I was hers. And by forcing me to constantly spend all of my money moving from one place to another, or to jump through a bunch of hoops for some promise to somebody who's going to help me, it makes it so I have no money. And you don't believe the police would actually break the law? Oh, only if it's a black person, right? Is that what you're teaching? Of course that's what's being taught these days. It's not okay to be a good person. It's not okay to be a male because people will go out of their way at every step of the way to prevent you from being heard. Because of everything being all over the news, all of my friends and family threw me away like trash immediately. From that moment forward, my friends weren't going to help me with shit. They weren't going to come forward about the fact that I'd come to them for help before. No, no, no. Not if it's going to be fucking treated like they helped with stalking somebody. And that's the problem, is that I was going to them because Natalie and her friends and family wouldn't leave me the fuck alone. And because of the way that my name was slandered, the public helped to try to destroy evidence, to harass me, to threaten my life over and over and over again. And not one of my friends gave a fuck. They wanted to tell me I shouldn't care what other people think, and I should just fucking ignore it. And why don't you just let it go? Because I can't. People still hurt me over it to this day. And of course, that person calling him now swing set doesn't actually care to see evidence. They haven't posted up a address for me to send them any evidence. Now, have they? Of course not. Because it's not about doing the right thing or taking a look at evidence. It's about heckling me and then saying, oh, I wasn't judging. No, it's facts as you see it. Well, you didn't see it. You took one person's word for it, and that's it. NNOTNA swing set typed I did. Well, I just went through and I wasn't able to find it. What's happening here is that I was having well, I didn't see it. Swing set typed, I posted my email. Well, I didn't see it. And I just went through again. You think you could retype it? Every piece of evidence that I have, 7 phones that I have are so full of evidence I can't take more screenshots on them. I've also got an iPad and a tablet that are full of evidence. I also have 3 computers that are full of evidence. All evidence of me trying to get help stopping abuse, while being victimized to the point that I have nonstop meltdowns over abuse because nobody will hear me. Noticing you typed I did, I posted my email, and I'm looking back through and I'm still not finding it. Are you going to retype it, or are you going to make me look through every fucking message all the way back to the goddamn beginning? And we got someone calling themselves Ava Pucky, being an asshole. I just noticed that scrolling back. Hide user on this channel. Yep, I'm not seeing it. Seems to me you're full of shit. Definitely full of shit. I'm under a blanket because there's a light outside of my car window, and I want to go to sleep. What I really want is for my life to end. I know in reality, after spending all of my money to see people who promised if I spent that money to go see them, they'd help, that everybody in America's on fucking drugs or alcohol. There's no way to get a friend or family member. If you don't have one, you don't have one. And that makes you an easy victim. I have Asperger's, which is a type of autism. Instead of people trying to understand me, they just pretend my wires are crossed and I must be an idiot. We got another dumb cunt here, sarcastic asshole. Well, I had that user on channel 2. We don't need assholes like that. It's not fucking funny. It's mean-hearted. And it's meant to push a victim to fucking commit suicide. It shows pieces of shit like that to be pieces of shit. I wish assisted termination of life were legal. Let's hope I can get some sleep tonight. You're all trapped, by the way. Point here is that I shouldn't have to go to fucking public for goddamn help. I shouldn't even have a goddamn YouTube. Officers should have done their fucking jobs from the start. Natalie Bollinger and her fucking friends should have left me the fuck alone, and we could have gone on with our fucking lives in goddamn peace. But no, druggy whores can't handle it. And the cops did everything they could not to do their jobs. I needed help so that I wouldn't be talked over, so I could show evidence. But nobody helped me to collect that evidence. Nobody showed me how to make fucking screenshots. They just expected me to know how. Ava type, do you read chat? Yeah, I do. But not when I'm trying to go to fucking sleep. I just want fucking help stopping abuse. I don't expect people to just blindly believe me. What I hope is that somebody will stop being a fucking asshole on my goddamn channel and be an actual friend and help turn this shit in. I don't mind going through and grabbing all the fucking evidence if someone's gonna try to help. But they need to try to help stop this fucking abuse. It's a lot of fucking work to do this shit. Meanwhile, I have to live through the trauma in order to try to turn it in order to go through and try to fucking recollect it. Take another screenshot of something from 7 months ago to make people fucking happy. The thing is, you literally force men to commit suicide. You won't listen to what we're telling you. We got some fucking dipshit on here wanting to pretend like he sent his email address. Really? Because I asked for it and I looked while he was typing. He didn't type his fucking email address. Then he wanted to claim that he did. I said, hey, then type it again. And he didn't. He didn't try. This is what I come to expect from all of you. You're all fucking shitty goddamn people. Every fucking one of you.